and welcome to Ontario Without Barriers, a channel where we discuss different resources for adults with disability, because having a disability is hard enough. Finding resources shouldn't have to be. Since post-secondary applications start in January, we're going to continue discussing resources for people's university and college journey. In today's episode, we will be discussing Ontario's Student Assistance Program, also known as OSAP, and their grants and bursaries for students with disabilities. First, let's look at OSAP's definition of a disability. Permanent disability. For OSAP, a permanent disability is defined as lasting impairment or functional limitations affecting the ability in daily activities or participation in education and work. Persistent and prolonged disability. For OSAP, a persistent and prolonged disability is an impairment or limitation lasting at least 12 months affecting daily activities, education, work participation, but is not expected to last a lifetime. For more information about OSAP's guidelines, a link is in the description. Bursary for Students with Disabilities and Canada Student Grant for Services and Equipment. The program helps eligible full-time and part-time students pay for disability-related services and equipment needed to participate in post-secondary studies. Applicants receive funding for disability-related educational services and equipment like note-takers, tutors, laptops, tablets, assistive devices software during your post-secondary education. How much is the funding? The funding depends on the cost of the educational services and equipment required and if the person either has a permanent disability or a persistent and prolonged disability. As of 2023, the maximum funding per academic year is $2,000 for bursaries for students with disabilities and $20,000 for Canada Student Grant for services and equipment. These programs are two different programs but use the same application. As you can see, the grant is much larger than the bursary. Depending on your disability, you could be eligible for both programs. It is best to speak with an accessibility services counselor to decide which program best fits your needs. For more information about the grant and bursary, a link is in the description. Ontario Out-of-Country Bursary for students who are deaf or hard of hearing. The Ontario Out-of-Country Bursary for students who are deaf or hard of hearing assists post-secondary students who are eligible with their educational cost. It's for students attending post-secondary school located outside of Canada, studying at least 40% of a full-time course load in an eligible program where the only or principal language of instructions is American Sign Language or the French equivalent. How much is the funding? The amount of the bursary depends on your eligible educational costs after your funding from OSAP for full-time students is calculated. Eligible educational costs include tuition, health insurance, books, supplies, return travel to Ontario, and living costs. For more information about this bursary, the link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like, subscribing to my channel, and turning on notifications. Tune in next week where we will discuss other resources for adults with disabilities.